Children, now we will study about the internal resistance of the cell. Up to now we have studied about how the EMF is generated by the cell. Now what is the internal resistance of the cell? Okay. So when the terminals of the cell are connected by the wire, the electric current flows in the wire from positive terminal of the cell towards the negative terminal. But inside the electrolyte of the cell, the positive ions flow from lower to higher potential against the background of the other ions and neutral atoms of the electrolyte. So the electrolyte offers some resistance to the flow of current inside the cell. The resistance offered by the electrolyte of the cell to the flow of current between the electrode is called as the internal resistance small r. So I'll write down here the resistance offered by the electrolyte of cell to the flow of current is called as the internal resistance small r, or that is called as the internal resistance of the cell. Okay, now this internal resistance of the cell depends on various factors. Okay, the first one is the nature of the electrolyte. The second factor is it is proportional to the concentration of the electrolyte. So it is proportional to concentration of electrolyte. Okay, now the third point is that it is proportional to the distance between the two electrodes. It is directly proportional to the distance between two electrodes. The next point, it varies inversely as the common area of the electrode. So R is inversely proportional to the common area of electrodes immersed in the electrolyte. Okay, so which are dipped in the electrolyte. Next term is it increases with decrease in the temperature of the electrolyte. Means the value of R increases when the temperature of electrolyte decreases. Okay, so these are the various parameters on which this internal resistance depends. Okay, now we are going to study about the relation between the internal resistance, EMF of the cell, and the terminal potential difference, or called as a V. Okay, so for that we are going to study this particular diagram, and the heading is relation between internal resistance, EMF, and the terminal potential difference. Okay, so let us understand in detail. First of all, let us understand what is meant by the terminal potential difference. So this terminal potential difference is the potential drop across the terminals of the cell when a current is being drawn from the cell. It is called as a terminal potential difference. Means when the current is drawn from the cell, then that time the potential drop across the terminals of the cell is called as a terminal potential difference, and it is also represented as V. So better we will write down here terminal potential, and these are the important terms, especially in the cells. It is potential drop across terminals of cell when current is being drawn from the cell. And that is called as a terminal potential difference. Now we will consider the relation between them. Okay, so for that we are considering the cell is having EMF E. Okay, and it is also having the internal resistance R. Actually the internal resistance is of the cell, but specifically I have shown it in terms of that R is the resistance and represented by small r, and this together assembly is called as a cell. So battery I have separately shown and the internal resistance I have separately shown. Actually it is one and all. Okay, so in this way this particular cell is connected to the external resistance capital R, and the constant current I is flowing through the circuit in this direction. Okay, now by the definition of EMF we know that EMF is, what is EMF? It is the work done by the cell in carrying the unit charge along the closed circuit through the positive terminal, through the resistance, and to the negative terminal, and from negative terminal to positive terminal. Then only we can say that it is a complete round the circuit the work is done. So here it is nothing but the work done by cell in carrying a unit charge, unit positive charge we are considering here, unit charge along the closed circuit. Now what is this? Okay, now this is nothing but, now we are going to divide this circuit into two parts. So one is the work done in carrying a unit charge from A to B, okay, in the external circuit and in the external resistance, and plus the work done in carrying the same charge from B to A inside the cell through the resistance small r, okay, or against the resistance, internal resistance small r. Okay, so we will mention here this is the total work done. So it is the work done in carrying a charge from A to B, this is very important, A to B against external resistance capital R. So from A to B through capital resistance R, plus work done in carrying a unit charge from where to where now? From B to A against internal resistance R. Internal resistance small r. So this is very important. So this together the net work done is nothing but the EMF of the cell. Okay, so I'll write down now, this is nothing but E is equal to V plus V dash. Okay, now by the Ohm's law, suppose we apply by Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, because voltage drop across the external resistance capital R is equal to I into R, and voltage drop across the internal resistance, that is small r, is nothing but V dash is equal to I small r. Okay, so V is equal to IR and V dash is equal to IR. Obviously this expression becomes E is equal to I R plus I small r. I can take it out I because the current is remaining same throughout the circuit, so I R plus R. Okay, now therefore I can get it how much is the current flowing through the circuit, that is I is equal to the current flowing through the circuit, I can get it as I is equal to E upon R plus R. This is the basic equation for finding out the current in the circuit or current in the cell. Okay, now thus to determine the current in the circuit, the internal resistance R combines in series. So this R and this capital R are in series, so they are in the series resistance. Okay, therefore the terminal potential difference of the cell which sends current I through the external resistance is given by V is equal to, so I'll write down here, terminal potential difference is equal to V is equal to IR is nothing but IR is equal to, I is, now we know that it is E upon R plus R. This is I value, I have kept it here, and multiplied by capital R. So we can write down this again in terms of the another value, that is V is equal to E minus V dash from this expression I have taken. Okay, so I can take it as a E minus IR, and I can write down that this equation is also equally important expression. Okay, so V is equal to terminal potential difference is always is equal to E minus IR, and you can see now whenever we discussed the difference between E and potential difference, we always say that EMF is greater than the potential difference, and it is here very clear from this that the potential difference is equal to EMF minus IR. So this value comes out to be lesser, and that's what E is greater and V is lesser. Okay, now therefore we can say that terminal potential difference is equal to EMF minus potential drop across the internal resistance. So I will write down here terminal potential difference is equal to EMF minus potential drop across the internal resistance small r. Okay, so from these equations we can get the another equation. Okay, and that equation I will write down in this term, that R is equal to E minus V upon I. Okay, so E minus V upon I is equal to V upon R, capital R, that is a resistance, external resistance. So I can write down this as a E minus V upon V. Okay, because this is E minus V upon V, and this complete term is multiplied by R, because denominator of a denominator is a numerator, so it is R. So we can have the another expression, that is R is equal to E minus V upon V into R. So this is the formula to calculate the internal resistance of the cell. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the different cases. Okay, so I'll mention here they are the special cases. First one case, okay, when the cell is in the open circuit. Cell is in open circuit means what? The cell is not sending the current, or cell is circuit is open circuit. Okay, that means when the circuit is open, I know that I is equal to 0, and if I is equal to 0, then we can have V open circuit is nothing but equal to E. That means how we can say that? You can see in this expression V is equal to E minus IR. Okay, so when there is no current flowing through the circuit, then we can say that V is equal to E, or at that time we can say that the V open potential difference is equal to E, or the EMF of the cell. So potential difference across the terminals of the cell is equal to EMF when no current is drawn from the cell. PD, or terminal potential difference, or PD across terminals of cell is equal to its EMF when, this is the condition, when no current is flowing, no current flows through the circuit. Okay, and the case number 2 we are going to study that a real cell has some internal resistance R. Okay, so always any electrolytic cell or chemical cell has some internal resistance R. So real cell has some R, internal resistance. Therefore, when current is drawn from cell, V is always less than E. That's what we are going to say, that internal resistance plays also the important role in the potential difference. Thus, therefore I can say that the potential difference across terminals of cell in a closed circuit, this is very important, in a closed circuit is always less than EMF. So closed circuit, the potential difference is always less than EMF. So these are some parameters whenever we consider about the internal resistance, terminal potential difference, as well as the EMF of the cell. Thank you.